Today, we're going to discuss the QMI Transmission Fluid Exchange service. Our service will aid in removing contaminants and deposits, renewing lost additives in transmission fluid while protecting from heat and stress. Your safety is very important. Use extreme safety measures when working around a running engine. Remember to always block the vehicle's drive wheels with wheel chocks. Also, ventilate the vehicle's exhaust and always use safety glasses. Transmission fluid carries metal and abrasive particulates that could embed themselves into your eye. It's also a good idea to wear gloves. Look up the type and quantity of ATF in your electronic database or other source. This information is necessary for determining the correct type and quantity of ATF. Use the adapter lookup card. First, go to the site that lists vehicle year, make, and model. Note the adapter part number or numbers. Next, go to the side of the card with pictures of the adapters. Find the part number you previously looked up. Locate the adapter or adapters. Always match the adapters visually with the transmission lines before attaching. This prevents the possibility of cross-threading the wrong adapter onto the transmission cooler line. Make sure the used fluid tank is empty. Fill the new fluid tank with the correct type and quantity of fluid. Always use the measuring scale on the machine for correct fluid quantity. A caution: never put additives directly into the machine. Always add them directly to the vehicle. Now attach the two black intermediate hoses to the machine hose. First, find a transmission cooler line on the vehicle. It doesn't matter which one, just select one that's easiest to get to. Typically, the transmission cooler line is under the hood attached to the passenger side of the radiator, but it may be attached to the bottom of the radiator, an auxiliary cooler, or other point. Make sure the line comes from the transmission and not the power steering or the engine block. Next, disconnect the cooler line. You now have two ends, male and female. Attach the correct adapters to the two line ends. Now attach the adapters to the intermediate hoses that you previously attached to the machine hoses. Attach the positive lead to the battery positive terminal. Then, attach the negative lead to a proper grounding source in the engine compartment. Whenever possible, use the vehicle's battery because a discharged shop battery or jump box can negatively influence the machine's performance. Make sure all hoses, electric leads, etc. are out of harm's way. Now start the vehicle and check all connections for leaks. Also, check the flow gauge, making sure it's going in a clockwise direction and the ready light is illuminated. If it's not, turn the vehicle off and switch the machine hoses at the dripless connectors where the intermediate hoses attach to the machine hoses. Restart the vehicle and check flow. On newer machine models, you will not have a sight glass. The machine automatically picks up the flow direction of the fluid. You will only need to make sure the green ready light is illuminated. Now that you've verified that we have the correct fluid and the machine hookup is complete, pour the transmission cleaner down the dipstick tube. Allow the engine to idle with the machine in loop mode, not exchange mode, for 10 minutes. This allows the cleaner to fully circulate and perform its job. To begin, press the Start Service button. The transfer of fluid will now occur. If you're having difficulty getting flow, here's a tip. For shops with the GLE900 servicing newer vehicles with inline thermostats, you can simply push the Start Service button and hold until the pump starts. This will initiate flow and the service will begin. You'll gradually see the new fluid level drop and the old fluid level rise. Don't be concerned if the new and old fluid levels are not equal. There is a 2-quart reservoir in the bottom of the tank that will fill first. When the fluid transfer is complete, the machine will automatically return to the loop mode and an alarm will sound. Press the Start Service button to turn the alarm off. Now it's time to adjust the fluid level. Leave the exchange machine connected to the vehicle. Remember to check the fluid level in the vehicle. If you need to remove fluid from the transmission to prevent overfilling, simply hold down the Drain Transpan button with the vehicle running. 1 second equals roughly 1 ounce. It's better to remove a little too much than too little. You can easily top off the transmission fluid at service completion. Now, apply the brakes and shift the transmission slowly through the gears 2 times. Recheck the fluid level. If you need to top off, hold down the top off button for 1 second for every 1 ounce you need to add. Important, do not overfill the transmission. Turn the vehicle off. Disconnect the machine. Reconnect the cooler line. Start the engine and verify there are no leaks. Finally, perform a quality control road test of at least 1 mile. Congratulations on completing the QMI transmission service and keeping your customers' vehicles running like new.